Sodali and Abbott stage their retreat. Rundal's momentum grows, and the pursuit is joined by Raldor and Shunak. Unaware, they march into a trap carefully woven by Sodali. Rundal's forces are assailed by a horde of people gathered from across the land, followers of the Crystal Faith. Their overwhelming numbers begin to wear down the forces of Rundal, threatening to overrun them completely. Meanwhile, at Ova's castle, Mont and the forces of Leonis rest their wounded and weary bodies. Learning that Sodali sent his followers into battle, Mont takes to the field. There, he encounters Jaden once again.
What do we have here? This is a surprise. I didn't expect this cathedral would continue underground. Just how far does this go?
Is this Princess Lucielle I see before me?
You are correct. I shall be troubling your cathedral with my presence for a little while. May I ask, where does that door lead to? Sorry, but that door, where does it lead?
We're not allowed to let anyone pass through here.
I see. So it is safe to assume there is something very important down there. Very well. I shall turn back then. Worry not. I have no intention of causing you any further trouble. So, there is something in there they do not want people to see, or something they cannot allow people to see. This is most intriguing.
What is happening to him?
The darkness nested in his body senses danger.
Danger? Ah, so it rides in fear of us eradicating it. Stern! Monsters are springing from his mouth!
The darkness now gorges itself on his life force to give birth to these vermin.
Then, if it continues to do so,
it will consume all of his life force, and he shall perish.
oh hell. What can we do to save him?
First, we must exterminate the vermin.
Then let's do it. Huh? They disappeared. What do you intend to do now?
As I told you, his treatment will be a trying ordeal.
Then you are going to try and remove the darkness implanted within Stern's heart?
It cannot be deferred any longer. It must be done now.
Is he going to be okay?
I have done everything in my power. However,
The strength of Stern's spirit will decide his fate, right?
I have eradicated the radix of the darkness that subtly implanted.
The radix?
An entity that devours light and brings forth darkness in its place.
So whilst the entity has been removed, there is still darkness remaining in Stern's heart?
Indeed. As a result, he will have to live here on out, burdened by it.
I see. Wait! Where are you going? What is it now?
Oracle, Chapter 25, Passage 1, The Hour of the Stag. The gleam which shines upon the stag's bed is nigh on being extinguished. Repel the darkness at once. Caution, do not eliminate the darkness. I repeat, repel the darkness at once.
What does this mean?
That I must head for Rundal Castle.
Wait! What about Stern?
I leave him in your care.
In my care? What do you expect me to do for him?
If he cannot conquer the lingering darkness after he awakens, slay him.
What? Hey! What are you asking me to do?
Help from Horn.
That we are!
Salir, why are you here?
Oh, so you remember my name. That's nice. I bet none of us expected to meet again like this.
Those two are Melnia and Renelle. They're with the Sanctum. Melnia is good with her guns, but she has just run out of ammunition. But do not let your guard down. They're a deadly pair when they work together.
Got it.
To think they could color and crush Rundal's Calorum division like this.
It was not just the Sanctum monks. There are a great number of what look like Rundal citizens among the dead here.
Meaning that they likely use the civilians as a shield.
It appears so. I guess they couldn't have pinned down Calorum unless they resorted to such lowliness.
Watch your mouth.
Do not let them provoke you. They want to enrage us so that we might show a moment of weakness they can utilize.
My apologies, Lady Melnia.
Melnia's composure is going to be problematic.
So what do we do about it?
We'll have to do as Lucia said and divide and conquer them.
Right. So let us see how they fare when we split them up.
Grawl, you provide cover for Salir.
Understood. Be careful, Rages.
Discussing how best to flee already?
Lady Melnia.
It appears my dear Renelle here grows impatient as well. If you won't bring the battle to us, then so be it.
Time to zap you to a crisp! How was that?
Grawl!
I have her!
Overhead!
Are you both all right?
It was a close shave, but yes.
Grawl,
Yes, Rages.
you and Salir deal with Melnia.
Very well.
Grawl?
It is not that bad of a wound, but
But what?
I do not think Melnia has shown us her true might yet.
Despite taking the two of us on at the same time? Come on, you're just overestimating her.
For our sakes, I hope you are correct.
So then, what do you think her goal is here?
That I cannot tell. However, I have the feeling she is looking for the right opportunity to do something.
Melnia is gradually repositioning herself.
Indeed she is. Is she working with her lapdog Renelle to try and attack us from both sides, or...
Those guns Melnia threw down earlier are gone. Damn her. She's got her eyes on the ammunition we brought here. Salir! They're going for our ammo!
Oh, crap!
Time to die. Damn you! This is the end for you. You shall interfere no longer.
Baral!
Apologies for my late arrival.
Steadfast Baral, ready for battle.
Lady Melnia. Do not waver, Renelle. He is but another corpse to be left in our wake.
Well, we shall see about that.
Long time no see, Baral.
I never imagined we'd be reunited in such a manner as this.
What? Are you two old friends or something?
Yes. A while back, I traveled to the east to undergo training, though it only lasted for a short while.
We both trained together under the same master, Seymour.
Halfway through training, I had to return to Rundal, you see.
But we got along surprisingly well. So much so, Baral even invited me to Rundal after I completed my training. I ended up falling in love with Lord Adelard and heading to Horn instead, mind you.
So that's what happened.
Yes, my apologies.
Not at all. It was Rundal's loss. But very much what I would expect from you. Lucia's wounds are deep. We should not prolong this battle any longer than we already have.
Then we should go straight for Melnia.
Not if I have any say in it.
Grawl!
Let us leave Melnia to Rachis and her long-lost friend, while we deal with Renelle.
How is she still standing after all of this?
I see. Such accurate marksmanship, accompanied by nimble movement and an inexhaustible supply of stamina. Now I know why Calorum struggled with this one.
How do we deal with her?
As I said afore, prolonging this battle will only make matters worse for us.
So how do you intend to... No, not that! You cannot be serious!
You are the only one I can trust to do this, Rachis.
What?
Let us be quick about it.
Foolish wretches.
My turn!
This is the end.
You don't say!
Why, you...
Now, Rachis!
I cannot!
Rachis!
Fine!
You...
What the heck did you go and do that for? Even if he was from Rundal, he was our friend on this battleground.
Did you just call me your friend?
What the... How are you still alive after that?
The answer to that is congenital analgesia.
Congenital what?
It means my body has been unable to feel any pain at all since the day I was born. Furthermore, I do not experience any sensations of fear either.
He can fight until he uses up all his strength without feeling pain or fear. And that is why he became dreaded as an unmovable foe, the steadfast Baral.
But that only means you don't feel the pain. The damage is still there, right?
Precisely. But Ratius, in missing my vitals, also missed out on inflicting a fatal wound on Melnia.
Sorry. I just could not bring myself to do it.
It's not your fault. It was a rather big ask.
But it doesn't mean I cannot finish her! What the? I ran her right through, but she did not even blink.
Could it be she too is immune to pain?
I learned from Lady Melnia.
Learned what exactly?
That pain is merely subjective.
Oh, please! Pain is just that! It hurts! You don't just imagine it!
Silence, you ignorant little girl. I imagine that Lucia is also well versed in these matters. It is possible to experience pain as pleasure, and thus I trained Renelle. I showed her that pain is a deception, and eliminated it along with every other unnecessary emotion. As a result, to fill the void left by those missing emotions, Renelle seeks only to bring me happiness.
And you are okay with that, Renelle?
Naturally. Be that as it may, Lady Melnia, I think it is time we moved on.
Are you telling me to retreat?
I would never. I mean, it does not aid us to waste any more time in this place. There is also the possibility that Jaden's head might be taken by someone else.
You are right.
Hold it right there!
Our backs are turned to you. If you wish to take our lives, then by all means, try. Assuming you do not fear your own death, that is.
It pains me to say it, but I guess this battle is over.
It seems so.
What shall we do with the survivors from Rundal?
I guess we can't just leave them here. Let's move them back to Ovis Castle.
While Spiral might not mind that, Lucia probably will.
Just give her wounds a friendly squeeze. I'm sure she'll cooperate. Besides, now is not the time for Horn and Rundal to be fighting. Even Lucia should understand that much.
So, these are the followers that Lord Sottily brainwashed, huh?
Apparently, they're merciless to those who oppose Lord Sottily.
How pitiful. They're so far gone they don't even realize their service will go unrewarded when they lose their lives out here.
Hey! They might hear you!
I don't care if they do! They aren't even human anymore. They're nothing more than tools.
Well, you're not wrong there. Hey, Lumeda, check this out!
No, you better get up and get a move on. You wouldn't want to keep Lord Sottily waiting now.
Hey, you two! Why don't you pick on someone who can put up a fight? Have you no shame? Kicking the defenseless while they're down.
Who were you supposed to be?
Well, if you don't know, then allow me to inform you. I am the great Lord Camilo, defender of the downtrodden. You might want to write that down.
Are you trying to be funny? 'Cause it isn't working.
But if you're begging for a beating, then you're in luck. We can give it to you in full.
That Larkwit, getting carried away as always. I shall go to his aid.
No, Elzarel. I shall go.
But, Your Highness...
There is no need for concern. Leave it to me.
King Mont holds Camilo in high regard.
Surely you jest.
Why the surprise?
Because Camilo is not that great an example of a man.
Be honest now, Elzarel. Deep down, you know what I'm talking about. Camilo is not just some spoony soldier playing at being a hero. He was put to the test in Hindler and managed to crawl his way up and out of there. His efforts are beginning to blossom in this war. Once his heart catches up to his bravado, he'll likely become a man we can rely on. King Mont said so himself.
Beginning to blossom, huh?
You know, I recognize your face from somewhere.
Seems like my reputation finally precedes me. Yes, it is I, the famous Lord Camilo.
Oh, I remember now. You must be that guy from Hindler. Yeah, I heard about some wimp who hightailed it because he couldn't handle the heat.
Shut your trap! What would you know? I opened my eyes and you know what I found? True love.
For someone all on their own, you certainly talk yourself up.
Hey, Lamega, let's give him a nice, thorough stomping.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. Once we get started, you'll be begging for us to put you out of your misery.
Do your worst! Damn, you two put up quite the fight.
What's the matter? Growing tired already?
Perhaps he's holding back because I'm a lady.
Nah, I doubt that's it. We're villains of considerable infamy, aren't we? The self-proclaimed defender of the downtrodden couldn't possibly let the likes of us off the hook now, could he?
Huh? you're telling me that's his best effort? And he has the gall to call himself the defender of the downtrodden!
I will abide no further insult to those who throw away self-interest and fight for the people!
Here to steal the stage now that I've warmed up the crowd, are you?
Well, well. Looks like we've stumbled upon quite the catch.
King Mont of Leonis. Oh, I get it now. You fled the heat of Heinler's training to the lukewarm backwater of Leonis.
You think Leonis is lukewarm? Boy, you two really have no idea, huh?
Keep on yapping.
Consider yourselves warned.
Your empty threats mean nothing to us. If we were to claim Mont's head and deliver it to Lord Sodali...
I'm pretty sure we'd be given whatever reward we wanted.
Camilo.
I don't like the idea of sharing the stage with you. But it's better than letting anything happen that could sadden Ma Cherie.
I am counting on you, Camilo. Camilo!
Damn it! Those visions are in the way!
I've lost track of Camilo!
Crap! Where'd he go?
Above us, Lamega!
Well done, Camilo.
I'm not usually the type to go all out like that, but oh well.
You won't get away with this!
Next time, you'll pay with your life!
Well, that was some warm-up.
Let us make haste to Sodali.
Right. Let's take him down with the rest of his hallowed sanctum.
Lady Melnia. Lady Melnia.
I will not let anyone else take Jaden's head.
You push yourself too hard, Lady Melnia. Even you have your limits.
Do you belittle me?
No, I would never.
These trifling wounds and pain are but fleeting. They will soon mend. The reason I left the last battleground was because I feared for you.
You did that for me?
Because you do not feel pain. You do not know your own limits. If you had continued to overexert yourself, you would have met your end. Thus, I had us withdraw.
For my sake.
Are you dissatisfied?
No, I am honored. Lady Melnia! Allow me to tend to your wounds immediately.
I already told you, there is no need.
But, my lady...
Wounds such as these will heal on their own. Do you think it's strange?
No, my lady. It was this strength that drew me to you. For only you can undo this depraved world with your overwhelming power, Lady Melnia. And that is why
I will sleep for a short time. I suggest you do the same.
Yes, my lady.
Do you feel it? The energy swelling up from the earth, closing our wounds and stopping our bleeding, providing us with vitality. When we awaken, Jaden's demise will be imminent.
Ah. It appears Sadali has deployed some foes worth fighting. The lack of a challenge was starting to get tedious.
I fear you are mistaken, Raldor. Judging by their appearance, this lot may be slightly bigger fish, but they're still small fry.
Huh. You've become quite the braggart since the last time we saw you.
Don't you remember us, Raldor? Or do you need your memory jogged?
How could I ever forget that humiliation? You Lycaros scum stooped to the most despicable of deeds to take King Jaden hostage and control Rundal.
Despicable deeds, you say? Don't make me laugh.
Haven't you heard? All's fair when you're on the battlefield.
What I do not apprehend is... you there. If I am not mistaken, you are Eldrick, a member of the Arms Dealers Guild.
What of it?
Long has the Guild's headsman, Garvel, taken advantage of us.
Yet thanks to the Guild providing you guns, Rundal was able to escape from Lycaros' control.
Exactly. That is why I do not apprehend the reason for your presence here.
The Arms Dealers Guild served as the catalyst for the destruction of Lycaros. That much is certain. So why would members from the Guild and Lycaros be fighting together now?
You still fail to understand? Under Lord Sadali, the feuds and friendships of our former selves are of no consequence. We have a greater cause now. We fight for the unification of Ardra!
You speak high and mightily. But you are not more than mongrels that do Sadali's bidding in hopes of receiving scraps from his table.
You'll regret that.
Oh, touched a nerve, have we? Well, that's only human. The truth always has an undeniable bite to it.
Does something amuse you?
High and mighty, you say? Those are words I would say right back at you. As far as I can tell, Jaden has not blessed us with his presence on the front line yet.
What of it?
It was not Rundal that decimated our motherland, Lycaros. It was Jaden who did it all on his lonesome. A fact I'm sure the two of you are well aware of.
So why would we bother to dirty our hands on anyone lesser than Jaden himself? Time for you to fight for a change instead of just selling weapons.
It seems that even after Lycaros has been decimated, you lowlives still resort to despicable deeds.
Eldrick, even though they treat you so, are you still willing to put your life on the line for Sonalee?
Ha! You let your guard down!
The nerve of you!
Hey, Eldrick! Are you all right?
Some nasty wounds you got yourself. You poor thing.
Look at what you've gone and done to our dear Eldrick.
Yeah, look at him. You brutes.
You dare call us the brutes? How laughable.
Why don't you fight your own battles instead of setting Eldrick on us like he's your lapdog?
What else did you think we were gonna do with him?
You lot haven't noticed yet.
Noticed what?
That he bears the brand of Izog.
I see. That would explain why he serves Garvel in the Arms Dealers Guild.
Most consider them the lowest of the low, worthy only to serve as cannon fodder on the front lines. But not us. We fight with our Izog brother shoulder to shoulder.
That's right. Us Lycaros folk are a compassionate bunch, you see? Unlike you lot.
You've been merciless with this poor fellow from Izog.
Of course we have.
Oh? So you admit you take no issue with the wanton thrashing of a person of Izog?
Do not get the wrong idea. The people of Rundal do not discriminate against others based on birth or upbringing.
Ha! Keep saying that and someone might believe you.
King Jaden has come down upon Fennis in their illegal mining of crystals.
And in doing so, His Highness has liberated as many of the Izog people as possible.
That is the undeniable truth. But how about your sanctum? The sanctum employed Fennis to gather the people of Izog from all over Ardra, only to use them like disposable tools.
It appears you have something to say, Eldrick.
I need not your pity.
That's the way, Eldrick. You tell him.
King Jaden liberated us? The people of Izog? What drivel! You and your king took away our livelihood and then abandoned us. We had no choice but to return to Fennis. How can you dare assume to understand how that felt?
It is you who does not know the half of it. I concede that the people of Izog have indeed been burdened with an unfair past. But allow me to ask you this, Eldrick. What do you wish to happen to you? If the tables were turned and the people of Izog ruled over Rundal with an iron fist, do you think that would lead to a world without prejudice? No, it would not. That is for certain. It would only give rise to new envies and hatreds, would it not?
So King Jaden treats the people of Izog with neither favoritism nor disdain. Irrespective of their birth or upbringing, those possessing merit will be valued without any form of prejudice. That is the Rundal way. It is all right if you do not fully comprehend us. We do not presume we are always right, nor do we force our views upon others. However, if we are going to have irreconcilable differences, then Rundal will consider you our enemy. It is that simple.
Hey! Where do you think you're going? Damn it.
We won't forget this!
Well, it is probably nigh time for King Jaden to join us here on the front line.
Still no sign of Sodomy. However, shall we give one more push to try to move the front line forward some more?
Yes, why not? Today we shall put an end to this prolonged conflict between Rundal and the Sanctum.
What are you stopping for, Alim? If we don't make haste, our pursuers will catch up to us.
We have company.
Huh? How could these Goga shinobi know to head us off?
Messenger birds, perhaps.
So, these are the ones that were lurking around Rundal Castle.
And now the ones tailing us have also caught up. What do we do?
We deal with them.
Someone's confident.
If you don't have what it takes, then I'll abandon you here.
I definitely don't want that.
Here they come.
This isn't good. There's no end to them.
Even as we speak, more Goga reinforcements keep coming.
We make a break for it.
I don't think we can do that.
Then you can die by the roadside.
For someone so quiet-looking, you've got a pretty harsh way with words.
Do they mistreat you that much at Heindler? If so, why don't you come join us instead?
Who is us?
Why, good old Saiga, of course.
The answer is no.
Didn't even take a moment to consider it.
Lady Resnick treats me very well. I'm thankful for that. Bear no discontent with Heinler.
Oh, okay. That's good to hear.
What do you mean? I just told you I will not side with Saiga. Why is that a good thing?
But you are content at Heinler, right?
Correct.
Then that's why it's good. Did I say something weird?
If we're going to try forcing our way through them, perhaps we should be swift about it?
Right. Let us make our move.
Got it. Rundal Castle, here we come.
Halt! Who goes there?
It's okay. We're nobody suspicious.
That's what all the suspicious ones say.
Really? I never thought of that.
It appears you have this place locked down rather tight. Trying to keep the Goga shinobi that have infiltrated the castle from getting out?
How do you know about that?
Can you please be a little less menacing?
We're here on an errand from Milan, so you can ease off on the murder the messenger part.
Ha! How can we tell if you're telling the truth?
We're not lying.
Who are you people anyway?
I am Alim, chief of the Saiga Shinobi.
Rundal has no ties with Saiga.
How can we make you understand?
How about this? This is the dagger Elan gave us.
That dagger?
It was a gift from your king. One more important to Elan than his own life, it would seem.
Then why do you have it?
We already told you. We're here on an errand from Elan.
Apologies for the confusion. If Lord Elan sent them, then we should let them through.
But how can we be sure?
I will take full responsibility.
If you say so.
This way, please.
Where are you taking us? Did you not hear me?
Why, I am taking you to Lady Elshra, who is currently in command of this castle, of course.
This leads to the dungeons. Do not lie to me.
Huh? What's going on? Why would you be taking us to the dungeons? I swear, we're here on an errand for Elan.
And that is exactly why.
Goga Shinobi. I see where this is going.
Die, you fools!
Those are quite the skills you have there.
And who might you be?
That would be Lady Elshra, the Deputy Commander of Rondell's 2nd Division, Crucium.
You're her?
It has been some time, hasn't it, Nea?
So, allow me to explain. And that's why we're here, though it may be hard to believe.
No, I believe you. I too have sent several messengers out from Rundal Castle. However, not a single one appears to have reached King Jaden. Upon hearing your tidings just now, I finally am able to comprehend the situation outside.
In that case, I shall begin preparations according to Alon's message.
I leave it in your charge.
And what of Lady Elia?
Oh, yes. You were asked to confirm the safety of Lady Elia. Be at peace of mind. She is under strict guard in the castle's keep.
Is the situation here in Rundal Castle that bad?
Whilst it pains me to admit it, yes. Yet I must be thankful to Alon for sending me military resources such as yourselves.
Military resources? Us?
Even though we are currently without our main forces. You probably think it pathetic that the likes of Goga have gotten the better of us. But the matter is not so simple.
Goga Shinobi can transform their appearance.
Precisely. Their shinobi are impersonating soldiers of Rundal and Heimler within this very castle. We cannot tell friend from foe. Suspicion grows, and gradually we lose trust and cooperation between the soldiers. How it would be so much simpler to abscond with Lady Elia and abandon this castle.
So, if I am understanding correctly, you want us to assist you in exterminating your Goga infestation?
Well, is that not why you came to Rundal Castle?
I'm here to protect Lady Elia.
And as for the two of us, well... we're sorry, but we already have our hands full. There is something we simply must deal with first, you see. Perhaps after we've taken care of that.
Then that will have to suffice. Thank you. Grace, please show Nea the way to Lady Elia's chamber.
Of course, my lady. But,
What is it, Grace?
Lord Grifford, my lady.
Ah. He is a source of worry, indeed.
Is there a problem?
Lord Grifford left his position in our army after a mission ended in failure. He has been drowning his sorrows every day since.
Oh.
King Jaden is well aware of the matter. Which makes me wonder why such an important mission would be assigned to Lord Grifford.
But we've been entrusted to tell him his orders, so we kind of have to do it.
That is the case indeed.
Do we even know Lord Grifford's current whereabouts, my lady?
There is no need for your concern. I shall arrange a search for him. He resides in the disused old town area within the vast walls of Rundal Castle. As the area has grown rather dilapidated, entry to there has been restricted.
So that would explain why I've never laid eyes on him.
Sorry, Lady Elshra, but the two of us must be off. Time isn't really on our side.
Are you heading back to Alon?
How'd you guess?
If anything were to happen to him, we might lose out on getting paid.
We could pay your reward. I'm afraid we weren't officially hired by Rundal.
Strictly speaking, we are under the employ of you-know-who and his high opinion of himself.
I see that your word is quite important to you.
You noticed? That's what separates us from Goga.
Well, thank you for your services. Please, do not hesitate to ask if you need some Rundal soldiers to accompany you.
Thanks, but I think we'll be fine.
Look after Elan for us, and stay safe.
Will do!
Accompany Nea to Lady Elia's chambers.
Yes, my lady.
Though I have my reservations, I shall try to make contact with Lord Grifford post-haste.
A report, Your Holiness.
What is it?
The forces of Leonis have been sighted on the battlefield.
I see. So they finally have come out of Ovis Castle to play.
Ah, Leonis. It seems my chance for revenge has come earlier than expected.
Your motherland, Wazette, was recently decimated by Leonis, was it not?
Yes, and that reprobate Mott was the one responsible for destroying Styria, the division I had so lovingly nurtured. But it was not due to any particular skill on his part. Undeserved luck and coincidental momentum. And yet the fool of a king prances about presuming it was due to his proficiency in warfare. Someone needs to knock him down a peg. In the most physically and mentally distressing way possible. You monks there. Prepare to move my cannon.
You two shall also head to the front line.
As you command, Lord Sottily. We shall see Rundal crushed.
The time to carry out my finishing stroke is nigh. I wonder if Rundal can hold out until Oberon of Heimler returns.
What is it? Over there! I don't know which country they hail from, but they seem to be more of those believers of the Crystal Faith.
They won't hurt us if we don't bother them.
I guess you're right. Fortunately, they don't appear to have noticed us. Shall we just go around them?
Yes, that would be the wiser course of action. What is it this time?
Cannon fire incoming! Get down! Etra? What's the matter?
The bombardment landed just up ahead.
I'm just glad it didn't land right on top of us. Something else is wrong, isn't it?
The cannon wasn't aimed at us.
What?
They couldn't have.
Does this mean...
They were aiming at these civilians?
It seems so.
Then we cannot just stand here and do nothing. Let's attend to the wounded.
You're right.
You shall do no such thing.
Huh? What's going on?
Help us! The pain. The pain.
You'd better act fast, or it'll be too late for them.
Good gods!
You aimed your cannons at your own believers just for this?
We shall do worse to you.
So there's still more? Well, bring it on!
You should have stayed hiding in Ovis Castle. You shall regret your own stupidity for eternity in hell.
Stop right there!
King Mont!
So the king finally graces us with his presence, eh?
How can there be so many of them?
We're outnumbered. There's no way we can get through this.
You have nothing to fear. Etra, Yerma, Nasha. I will not allow them to lay a single finger on you. Fordham will not fall this day.
But then they will go after you instead of us, Your Highness.
You need not worry about me. I shall be fine.
Don't make us laugh. You think you can take this many of us on single-handedly?
They're right, Your Highness.
I am not alone. For I have a brother who has my back.
Wait, does he mean...
The vision of Lord Stern!
Before the great crystal rose from the earth beneath Leonis Castle, the two of us stood together to defeat the forces of Fennis. Stern, join me in battle once more! Thank you, brother.
Lieutenant.
You three stay here and focus on caring for those wounded civilians.
What about you, Your Highness?
We are close to the front line.
You cannot mean to go after Sadali alone. It is too dangerous, even for you.
We are not the only ones who suffer. Those defenseless civilians deluded by Sadali are suffering much worse. I want to see them delivered from this war. And we cannot just sit by and count on Rundal to do it.
That cannon is a real thorn in our side.
Yes. Let us return and report on all this.
So, the Crystal Sanctum's forces currently have the upper hand?
It appears so, my lady.
The other armies are not faring well against the might of that cannon that the Sanctum hauled over from Wazette.
Our fighting capability is the sum of the people gathered here. We do not possess the numbers that the armies of other countries have.
We could adjust our movements to mirror those of Rundal's forces and attack Sadali from both sides.
But the true strength of Sadali is the yet unknown key variable in that equation.
Then, for the time being, we stand by and merely observe.
No. If we are to make our move, then now is the time to do so. It has been reported that the Sanctum dispatched Grace and Murmur to the battlefield. This war is at its peak, which means... it is time to strike at the Crystal Sanctum itself.
What?
Sounds interesting. I stand in agreement of that proposal.
Is this a risk we can afford?
I do not mean to imply that we storm the Sanctum and occupy them, regardless of how light their defenses may be. But if we assail Dynevert Cathedral, the symbolic heart of their faith, then Sadali will have no choice but to act.
I see. So Sadali will be forced to either retreat or divide his forces in order to protect the Sanctum. In either case, Sadali's military might will be weakened.
Then it is decided. Now let us put our plan into action.
Who goes there?
For what do we owe such a sanguinary reception? This is a place that respects peace and tranquility, or so we heard.
Indeed it is. This is Dynevert Cathedral, the sacred heart of the Crystal Sanctum.
We would like to request an audience with Lord Sottily.
What?
We have traveled far from the south of Ardra, over raging seas, to reach this land. For we are humble servants of the Sanctum Curia, the governing body of the Crystal Faith.
The Sanctum Curia? What business do servants of the Sanctum Curia have with Lord Sottily?
Why, to offer our most revered brother, Lord Sottily, our formal greetings, naturally.
A century has passed since Lord Sottily received his assignment from the Sanctum Curia, to venture to these lands of Ardra and spread the Crystal Faith. So the two of us were dispatched here to give praise for his great contributions.
Is that so?
Well then. Is this how you intend to reply to our humble supplication?
We cannot allow you to pass.
And the reason being?
Lord Sottily is not currently in residence here.
Then where, pray tell, is His Holiness?
That we are not obliged to say to riffraff such as you.
Did he just call us riffraff?
To refer to servants of the Sanctum Curia as such. No matter. We shall turn the other cheek this one time. Well then, we shall rest at your cathedral until Lord Sottily returns.
We already told you that we cannot grant you entry.
If you desire an audience with Lord Sottily, then you shall just have to come back another time.
Why are you so resolute in denying us?
Cease bothering us already!
Ever since I was very young, whenever I found someone hiding something, I would always want to expose the truth. By denying us so, it implies that you harbor something you want not for us to see. So we are compelled to enter these premises, even if we must use brute force.
You are tougher than you look. Just who are you people?
Fear not. We take no pleasure in the destruction of life. Your fellow sentries are merely slumbering.
Cease this immediately. These are the hallowed grounds of our holy sanctum. All of you, put away your weapons at once.
Are you... Exia?
My name is Whisper.
Whisper? Why would you go by such... Is that your actual name?
These people are to be granted entry.
Are you certain about that, Lady Whisper? Their whole story about being servants of the Sanctum Curia and so forth may be a ruse.
No, these two speak no lies. However, we cannot have them chancing upon Princess Lucielle. Return ahead of us and secure Lucielle in her quarters.
As you command, my lady.
Now, please follow me.
Look at that.
What beautiful stained glasswork. It possesses quite an interesting design. On the left it shows mankind, and on the right it shows a winged being. An angel, perhaps?
Lady Whisper, you seem to know of the Sanctum Curia. I wonder, did Sottily tell you about us?
That is inconsequential.
Then humor me with another query. Sottily is truly not present within the precincts of Dynevert Cathedral.
That is the truth.
Are you expecting him soon?
No, I do not expect him back for some time.
Then why did you permit us entry into the cathedral?
Because I wanted to talk.
Then let us talk. It has been 100 years since Sottily left on his mission. However, he is somehow still alive.
Lord Sottly's path is that of divinity. It is only natural.
The Sanctum Curia strictly forbids the practice of any arts of immortality. It was the same a century ago as it is today.
We have no affiliation with the Sanctum Curia. Dynevert Cathedral is Lord Sottly's private bastion. He does not allow it, or his teachings, to be interfered with in any way.
You mentioned you wanted to talk. So enough of our trivial questions. What, pray tell, did you want to discuss?
I want to know more about Lord Sottly. I thought you might possess insights on facets of Lord Sottly that I do not. I would like you to tell me about them.
Very well. Naturally, neither of us had been blessed with life in this world back when Sottly first set out on his mission. However, according to hearsay, he was one of the great prelates of his time.
A great prelate?
Yes, indeed. You not knowing as much reveals that, verily, you are not Exia.
I am not.
Then who are you?
I wonder that myself.
You do not even know who you are?
I have no past, and perhaps no future.
Then what manner of...
Lady Whisper!
What is it?
Bandits, my lady! It appears to be a raid!
A bandit raid?
We have no hand in this.
We swear!
Let us give them the benefit of the doubt. You, with me, let us repel those bandits.
Yes, my lady.
For now, you two shall be treated as our guests, but do not disrespect this hospitality. At the slightest indiscretion, you shall immediately be deemed our enemy.
We shall bear that in mind.
Why did you give her your word like that? Our purpose for being here is... Wait! Where are you going?
We cannot let this opportunity slip. Let us perform a thorough investigation of the cathedral whilst we are able.
But will that not make us enemies of this sanctum?
We were expecting no less than to be treated as such from the outset.
Well, if you put it that way. What is it, Lady Bronwell?
I presumed that by becoming the embodiment of longevity, the once mere mortal Sottily was able to garner the prestige of the masses, and thus consequently lay the cornerstones of his own crystal sanctum here.
You now believe differently?
How did you feel about Whisper just afore?
That she was quite unsociable, to say the least.
I have only beheld portraits of Exia painted back when she was at the Sanctum Curia. However, our friend Whisper bears a striking resemblance to those.
Surely Whisper could not possibly be Exia.
Things would be much simpler were that the case.
Simpler? But wouldn't that mean Exia is over 100 years old by now as well? Wait for me! A staircase leading underground. You intend on us descending these stairs, don't you?
They say the best-kept secrets are oft hidden beneath the ground.
I can't say I'm familiar with that particular adage. Who says that exactly?
Me.
Oh. I see.
Down we go.
Who in damnation are you?
I just heard that bandits have attacked the cathedral.
And it looks like a couple of them made it down here.
We are no bandits raiding your cathedral. We are much more.
Lady Bronwell, should you be so quick to draw arms?
In this particular case, yes. Their manner reveals their wicked nature.
Is it really okay to judge so quickly?
You may want to fight as well if you value your life.
So be it, I guess.
You lot take some well-deserved sleep.
Lady Bronwell! You do not suppose she could be...
There is no doubt about it. That is the very woman who accompanied Sottily on his missionary travels to Ardra. Exia.
Take care, my king.
Are you worried for King Oberon, or merely bidding him farewell?
Cheater, what are you doing here? Were you not assigned to protecting Heimler Castle?
Resnick is on the mend.
Truly? Well, that is a welcome tiding indeed.
I expected you would all be worried, so hurried here to share the news.
Resnick is not only our dear friend, but a valued member of the Six Fangs. If she had not lived, then King Oberon, well, he would...
I know. He would never have been able to forgive Princess Shalza for Resnick's death.
We must inform King Oberon of this at once.
Not so fast.
Why do you stop me?
The truth is, I already made contact with Princess Shalza just before I found you here.
Are you telling me that you met with the very princess who is on the run from our king?
That I am.
And whose permission did you receive to carry out such an action?
I did so on my own judgment. I knew it would be deemed inappropriate, but I had to act quickly.
And what of Princess Shalza, then?
I advised her to hand over the ring to King Oberon without resistance. Jaden only desires the ring, and without said ring, Princess Shalza is no longer a threat.
That reasoning may be correct. However,
King Oberon will likely be unable to decide on how to treat Princess Shalza when she offers him up the ring willingly. That is when I shall make my entrance and inform our liege of Resnick's recovery.
So that is your plan.
Well, it's not a bad one, is it?
But what happens to Princess Shalza next? What if Jaden orders King Oberon to kill her once again?
Then we take measures to inspire our liege's non-compliance.
Do you really reckon that we can achieve such a feat?
Who can tell? It all rests in King Oberon's hands. However, I am going to do my best to sway those hands. And on that note, it's time for me to get to work.
Understood. I shall follow after you in a short while.
Shalza.
My Lord Oberon.
Does this mean that you are prepared to meet your fate with resignation?
Similarly, is your presence here alone evidence that you have resolved yourself to do whatever is necessary?
I shall have you surrender that ring.
And if I refuse?
I shall strike you down.
You know, back when the discussions of unifying Ovis and Heimler were proceeding, I had wholly intended on entrusting you with everything. For I believed that was the best decision in order to ensure the future of Ovis. However, Jaden's tyranny knew no bounds. For he not only craved the ring, but the eradication of Ovis itself. And to have total control over you, and thus over Heimler. That is why we chose to fight. Obviously, war brings about much suffering. To kill, and be killed. The reasons to keep fighting and to never surrender mounted by the day. My beloved sister, Rashina, lost her life, followed by dear Lucielle. Until their deaths can be avenged, and I freed from their grief, Must I continue to fight like this?
Why do you hold back?
Do you truly believe I could do otherwise?
Lucielle. I remember this, as vividly as it were just yesterday. This is the day when Lucielle and I first met. Lycaros had just been routed, and I freed from my imprisonment. Right after becoming a free man himself, King Jaden vigorously waged war on the smaller surrounding countries, one after the other, in order to expand his dominion. It was then that I heard sentiment from both within and outside of Heimler that, as an ally of Rundal, we should follow suit. But during my captivity, my soul had been too far crushed. I sought not fame nor glory, merely peace. Lucielle and I immediately opened our hearts to each other. Free from the burden of knowing each other's social standings. Or perhaps she already knew of mine at the time.
No. My sister was unaware of your station. It was our father who was alerted.
King Roxa?
The next time you two met, there were Ovis soldiers lurking throughout the forest.
Yes, I had noticed them.
Yet you met with her despite knowing they were there?
That is why I revealed my true identity to Lucielle at the time. So that she would have not hidden from her by me. It was in that way I wanted to love her. And be loved back. But I now realize... it was not Lucielle with whom I met. It was you, Shalza. Was it not?
You are correct.
Why did you come to meet me in place of your sister?
You know too well. Luciel was the most pure and innocent person. She never felt suspicion. And more so than that, Father already knew of Rundal's decision to invade Ovis.
So, you were sent to ascertain Heindler's movements.
Of course, that was not the only reason. I was intrigued to see what kind of man my older sister had become so smitten with. But I was also afraid.
Afraid of what?
That I would be taken as Heindler's prisoner and used as a pawn to bring about the fall of Ovis.
I would never resort to such deception.
Yes, I know. Once you held me in your arms, I knew right away. I felt for a certainty that you would lead Ovis in the right direction. And at the same time, I did not want anyone else to have and hold you. Including my dear sister, Luciel.
I sense the presence of beasts, and a terrific number of them at that. How are your wounds holding up?
In order to flee here, I have borne the brunt of the hostility of many. It is a marvel that I have lived to tell of it.
That is only too true.
My Lord Oberon.
Fear not. I shall.
No.
Shalza!
Perhaps being consumed by the maws of beasts would be a fitting end for one with nothing else left to be taken from her. It would also spare you from what you came here to do.
I will not abide it.
But I grievously injured a member of your treasured Six Fangs. Even though I was desperately fleeing for my life, it is still an unforgivable act. I must atone for my sins. Please, take the ring. And then send me to be with my sisters. By your own hands. I beg you.
No, Your Highness, stop!
Why are you here, Jeter?
Resnick is on the road to recovery. So all of the Six Fangs are alive and well.
That may be the case. But even if Lady Resnick fully recovers, I still carried out a grave sin when I wounded her so grievously.
Oh, Princess Shalza.
If my Lord Oberon should falter... then I have no choice. I have but one final request. Just please, I beg of you, give the people of Ovis the justice that I could not deliver them.
Justice for Ovis? You ask that of me?
King Oberon!
could I perform such a treasonous act?
Please, have mercy on Ovis.
Shalza.
King Oberon.
Long have I kept you waiting, Gernsback.
By that, you mean...
It is over. All of it. Actually, no. It is all about to begin. We return to the battlefield.
Yes, Your Highness.
That was quite the performance, Princess. I did not expect you to pull out a vision of Jaden, though.
I may have taken a page from Sodali's book.
Oh, is that so?
What would have happened if Oberon had not pierced the vision of Jaden with his spear just now?
What does it matter? It all worked out well in the end.
Worked out well. Do you truly think it did?
What are you so worried about?
The ring I gave Oberon. If that fool hands it straight to Jaden...
You should have more faith in Lord Sodali.
Where are you going?
Back to Heinler Castle. Oh, I almost forgot. If you're wondering, the Sanctum has your dear Luciel.
What? How in hell does that woman still live?
The Arms Dealers Guild safeguarded her when she was assailed by Rundal soldiers. What is the problem?
I shall just have to kill her myself. She will not take Oberon from me. I shall be the one crowned queen consort of Heinler, and make their overflowing riches mine.
Hell hath no fury like a woman. May the light of the crystals guide us.
So, the whereabouts of Grifford have come to light.
Yes, it appears so. Nea overheard Elshra divulge the information. I shall head with Revelka to the disused Old Town area.
You are not taking Nea with you?
No. I have a different task in mind for her.
And what will you have me do, my lady?
I want you to dispose of the one currently in charge of this castle, Elshra. Will you be able to carry that out for me?
It shall be done.
But first, I suggest you free Mia and Nivlu from the dungeons. Then have them create a disturbance, and use the confusion to your advantage to take Elshra.
As you wish, my lady. However, will not doing so make those Goga shinobi sacrificial pawns?
That is correct. They will eventually backstab us anyway. We cut them off before they cut us.
I agree. Well then.
Wait more.
Is there something else you require?
Yes, the 2 prisoners in Jaden's concubine chambers. Livla and Drace. I wish you to free them no matter what. I am counting on you.
I will not fail.
you